it's Kayla. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will be reading my October TBR for the week. So, the past few weeks, each of my videos have been themed for specific books that I've been wanting to read throughout the month, and now we are close to the end of the month, so this week my goal is to try to read as many of the books that I have remaining on my TBR. So, let's talk about them. First off, I'll be starting with Ken Porsche. I'll be putting him right over there. It is a Thailand boy love novel. It did recently get a live action, and I did watch it, and I absolutely adored it. I thought that the drama was really fun. I like boy love things, and I think Thailand does their dramas really, really well. But I could never find a good English translation for the book, and now there is an official published English translation, so I'm so very excited to read that on my Kindle. I'll actually be starting that today. I've read a tiny bit of it already, but because I tried to film this video earlier and then my camera died so we just reset, so I've only read a little bit of it so far, but I'm super excited for it. Anyway, so yeah, after Ken and Porsche, I will be reading, boom, Apprentice to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Meyer, I want to say. Boom, here she be. This is the sequel to Assistant to the Villain, which I did read, but it's been, like, I read it back when it first came out, so it's been a while. And I did not reread it and prep for this book, so I'm very intrigued to see if this is one of those books where it's going to be, like, I might not understand everything just because it references the first book a lot, but we'll see. Who knows? Maybe stuff will just kind of start re-clicking in the old memory once I start reading this, and I'll be like, oh, I remember from the first book, so we'll see about that. Something I love, though, I mentioned it in my October TBR video, I'm pretty sure, which I really should have looked for it. I remember mentioning in my October TBR that I didn't even know where the first book was on my bookshelf. I really should have hunted it down. But regardless, I'm pretty sure they're opposites. So the first book, it, like, you see where all this is red? That was purple, and then the sprayed edges were red. But this time, it's red with purple sprayed edges. And I think that is just a fun little detail that they did. And yep, this is a fantasy book. I know it was making its rounds on TikTok like a month or so ago. We're following Evie and the villain again through their mischief ways. And yeah, we'll see if this is as rom-com-y fantasy as the first one was, because I really liked the first one. So, I'm very excited for that one. The next book that I want to get to this week is called Tangled Up in You by Christina Lauren. Boom, here she be. This is a modern-day Rapunzel retelling. I love that. I love, like, Rapunzel. I love Tangled. And she's not given a lot of love modern day, so I really like that. It's actually a series in the A Meant to Be novel series, where it looks like this is the fourth one. Each of her books covers a different a Disney story, but I didn't know about these at all until I found this one at a Barnes & Noble, so this is where we're starting, and if I like it, I will consider picking up her other books, so this could potentially open me up to some other stuff. But yeah, this one, we have our main girl, Rin. She's supposed to be, I believe, our Rapunzel. And then we have Fitz, which is supposed to be our Flynn. Here they are. Here's our pretty girl up here. All of her long hair. Here's Fitz. And yeah, I guess she lives, like, without internet, without modern technology or anything. Camera, can you chill? This is what happens when you film late at night and you don't have very good lighting in your room. But yeah, she has, like, no access to, like, modern technology or anything like that. But she gets away from her life of that and goes to school. She goes to live in the real world. So yeah, if it helps her fit into that. So my guess is this is going to be a cute little rom-com. I'm 100% gonna put the Tangle movie on in the background while I read this. How can you not? So, this is my next book. And if I I have time, because I know right now with my new schedule I'm averaging about 3 books a week. So the last book, if I have time to get to it, is Ashley Poston's A Novel Love Story. I know this is also making its round like a month or so ago, and I'm finally getting to it, friends. I'm finally getting here. It's about a girl who loves to read books, I believe, maybe even specifically romance books. But essentially she gets stuck in a town while driving, and this town happens to be from a romance book, and but the town's stuck in a loop, and she has to solve the plot and make the plot go forward. But yeah, so she's gotta try to fix the plot for the story and move it along so she can leave. But there's a guy in this town who is also not part of the story, but he's trying to prevent the plot from moving forward. And so essentially they're supposed to clash with each other and fall in love. So it's supposed to be like a little rom-com. But I've heard mixed reviews about it. I've heard good things about it, and I've heard bad things about it. I've heard that the book is really, really good. And then other times I've heard that the book kind of falls flat for what it's explaining itself to be. So I'm going to try not to go in with like high expectations. I'm just going to go in, try, I don't really know much outside of the plot on the back and what people say. So we'll just go in with a empty brain, clean slate, and see how it goes. If I don't get to this book this week, that's okay, because it's not the end of the month this week, so I will just have this book roll into the next week, because I do believe it's the last thing on my TBR that I had planned to read. So this will roll into the next week, but if I could get it done this week, that would be super awesome. So yeah, those are my books. Let's see if I can make a little fan out of it. These are the books, plus Kin and Porsche, that, you know, is a Kindle book, so I'll try to make some space for it to go somewhere up there. I don't even know if I'm looking at the camera at that point, but that's fine. So these are the books that I want to read this month. I will try to update tomorrow at some point, ideally not tomorrow night, since I need to get better lighting in the library. See, I think it's like not focusing for whatever reason right now. But yeah, that is the plan. I will update tomorrow on how far I got in Kin Porsche and go from there. See you tomorrow. Hi, welcome to today's update. It is Sunday around like 3-ish p.m. I just finished Kin Porsche. Oh my goodness. I knew it was going to do this to me. It's a multi-volume novel, and like since volume 1 just came out at the beginning of October, I knew it was going to like leave you off on like a cliffhanger. And I don't know how many volumes there are. I want to say there's 2, but obviously I have to wait for the other one. But luckily the live action that covers both novels is out. So I'm 100% after this video gonna go watch the full season, and then to get what I'm missing, because where the book left off, which again, no, I don't want to spoil, so no spoilers, but where the book left off, like, their relationship essentially just started picking up. Like, the beginning of volume 1 is establishing their relationship, so Kin and Porsche, establishing their work relationship. Essentially, Kin is the son of a mafia boss, and he hires Porsche to be one of his bodyguards, and so we're establishing how that comes to be, and then like always butting heads, and like Kin always just likes to make Porsche mad, and then Kin starts to develop feelings for Porsche because Kin is gay, and Porsche's like, what? Why does my boss keep hitting on me? And so yeah, just the way it ended, I can't spoil, so I can't say how it ended, but I'm so happy. I gave it 5 stars. Boom. I know this is 10 because it's 2 hands. 5 stars because it was just so good. I loved it so much. And now I have to wait. Now I have to wait, sadly, for the next volume. I don't know what it is yet. I'm going to try to look today on my phone. Sometimes they already have release dates for when they want the next one to come out. They just won't have a cover or anything for it yet, so I'm definitely going to have to look into it. so I can mark it on my calendar so I know when the next one comes out. But since that is done, like I said, I'm gonna go watch the rest of season 1 of Kin and Porsche. Or I'm gonna, watch it from beginning to end so I can, watch in, like, person the first book that I just read as well as what's in the second book. And I'm so excited. But later tonight, after I do that, I'm gonna be starting Apprentice to the Villain. So I'm very excited. I probably won't update again until tomorrow. So, yeah, but I'm very excited to start this one. I'm a little nervous. It's not terribly long. It's 300... I'm not spoiling myself, I promise. 355 it looks like. Oop. No. Those were bonus. I knew it. I knew those were bonus chapters. I just knew that was going to be extra stuff. 337. So it's really not even that long. 337 isn't a lot. I ain't even looking over here. Silly me. But yeah, 337 isn't a lot of pages, but it's like, yeah, I'll show. I don't want it to be like spoilery or nothing. Here, I'll just show the prologue page so it's not really a spoiler. But like, see, the text is really small. And sometimes small text means it takes longer to read. So, but who knows? I remember I read the first one pretty quickly just because, like, rom-com banter, because it's like a fantasy rom-com essentially is my understanding. Because that's how the first book worked. And so, like, their, like, text and banter just kind of flows if it's a good one. So even though it's small print, I should be able to go through it really, really fast. So yeah, I'll be starting this later tonight. So in tomorrow's update, I'll try to do it sometime probably like midday as well, just so I can get the good natural lighting from outside because I don't have good lighting in the library when it's dark. So yeah, I will talk about how far I got and how I'm feeling so far in this book tomorrow. Bye! Here is today's update. It is Monday around like 3-ish. 2:28. I did finish Kin Porsche yesterday, but I'm pretty sure I talked about that. I believe I talked about that. No. I don't know. I might have talked about it. I might not have talked about it. No. I feel like, I don't know. I gave it a 5-star. It was great. I'll talk about it more at the end of this video when I talk about like my overall ratings on everybody. But I gave it a 5-star if I didn't talk about that. It was amazing. It was absolutely fantastic and I loved it. So now I'm on Apprentice to the Villain. Here's my little bookmark here. I couldn't tell you a percentage way through it as of right now. I am page 104, 105 out of 330 something. Here's my bookmark. If it'll spin around. Or not spin around. Boom. It's a fire sign. 1. I think that just says fire on it. Yep. It's from Barnes & Noble because my zodiac sign is a fire. So, and it's really pretty. It's really cool and it's red and I like it. But yeah, I'm still pretty early on. I'd like to read for sure more today. I'm not sure how much more, but more because I would like to finish it tomorrow. But obviously we'll see depending on how much time I get. I'm liking it so far. In my opinion, it's a slow start and it's definitely kind of odd since I didn't reread the first book prior to going into this one. It's a little, let me scoot back a little bit. It's a little weird because like, I guess the previous book ended on like an emotional high stakes and so this book starting off whether you're supposed to be already ramped up with those feels and I didn't have those. I was just like, oh. It wasn't as, like, it was anticlimactic in that way. But I got through that part and I'm really liking it. The banter is definitely kicking in and hitting. I remember I really liked the banter between Evie and the villain. So I'm definitely here for that. I'm loving that. I love the frog, Kingsley, with his little signs that he just sticks up to make really funny commentary. I still love that. So that's really fun. Plot-wise, we're just chugging along. We're rolling around. Obviously, no spoilers, so I won't say what's happening. But, yeah, we've got our main couple. It's definitely, I forgot this was a slow burn. So we're still slowly burning in this book. But, at least Evie knows how she feels. She has acknowledged that she loves the villain in this. It's the villain that's being a bit of a turd, but it's really fun so far. So tomorrow's update, hopefully I'm going to finish this. If not, we'll talk about where I'm at. And yeah, see you tomorrow. Hi, welcome. It is a great question. It is Tuesday. It is Tuesday. Yeah. Oh, I've been a busy bee, so brain kind of lost the date. But it is Thursday. Did I say Wednesday? See, it's already going. It is Tuesday. It is Tuesday. I'm here to talk about Apprentice to the Villain. I'm still reading it. I wanted to finish it today. It's Tangled Up With You, but it is not looking like that is likely. I am really hoping to finish Apprentice to the Villain today, but the small print is what's getting me. Like, I don't have as much reading time as I used to, so I already kind of knew that, but I am a relatively fast reader, but small print still gets you, and I have been very spoiled that the last, like, handful of books I've been reading have been on my Kindle. And since they've been on my Kindle, I've been able to, like, blow up the font, make it a lot bigger, and so you're just like, click, 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 you know what I mean? So you just move through the books a lot faster, but this one isn't on Kindle Unlimited, so I've been struggle busting through this small print, and the book is, I'm gonna give it a 4 at the moment. Obviously, I haven't finished it. I'm probably about halfway through it, so like it's not done yet, so it could change. But I like the banter between the villain and Evie, but it's just, I don't know, it's falling flat. Like, the scenes where they're, like, flirting with each other, well, yeah, sort of kind of flirting with each other is great, but, like, the plot in the background is also super plain, and, like, sometimes that doesn't bother me, but for some reason there's just, like, when it comes to a fantasy, you don't really want a super basic plot, which, like, this is supposed to be because it's a rom-com, but I don't know, it's just, I feel like I felt the same way the first time. I like the villain and Evie together, but it also just kind of falls flat as a story. But I wouldn't say don't read it. Like, if you read the first book and you liked it, definitely check this book out. But so far, that's kind of how I'm feeling. But yeah, I'm kind of feeling meh. I'm still going to finish it. I'm still going to read it. I'm still having fun. I'm still giving it a 4 at the moment. But it's not really hitting. It's not hitting like some other books I have read this month is. But that is okay. Like I said, I'm going to try to finish it today. We'll see tomorrow. Ideally, when I get around to this update. I probably would not have started Tangled Up With You. I'd probably be right about to start it. If I finish this book. If not, then I'll be wrapping up that book. But hopefully, in this next update, I'll be talking about finishing the book. But yeah, we'll see. I will check in with you guys tomorrow. Hi! Welcome. This is Thursday. I totally did not film Wednesday. I was super tired and super busy and did not feel great. So, I did not record an update. But here we are on Thursday, wrapping up this week. So, books I read. I don't have the physical copy of the first book I read. Boom. Right over there. Kin Porsche. Oh my stars. I loved that book. I loved that book so much. I was just laughing and giggling and like cringing and just like, ah! All the feels. 100% recommend it if you like boy love stories, you know, male characters together. Or if you like, I know some of the Chinese boy love genre is starting to come into English, and a lot of those are really popular right now, so if you like reading those, I would 100% recommend Kin Porsche. It is about Kin, who is the son of a mafia boss, and Porsche, who is just your average Joe, but he's really good at fighting. And so he saves Kin one day when Kin's getting attacked, and Kin's dad's like, you need to hire him. He would be a great asset as a bodyguard on your team. And so Kin ruthlessly, in not a nice way, comes after Porsche and makes him join his bodyguard team. And you essentially see the beginnings of their relationship and see them start to grow feelings for each other in this book. And the second volume doesn't come out till December, so I have to wait. But yeah, I gave it I'm leaning over because I'm going to put it up here again because I love it so much. You're going to see it like 5 times in this video. I gave it a 5-star. I absolutely adored it. 100% would recommend. Anyways, next I read, boom, I do have a physical copy of this one, Apprentice to the Villain. I'm going to try to put it here so I can put 5 stars, or, excuse me, not 5 stars, 4 stars next to it. Yeah, if you liked the first book, you're gonna like the second book. That's all I have to say. It was interesting. It was funny. I do like the villain and Evie's banter, but this is a slow burn, and I thought we were gonna, like, it's a slow burn, and we're still slowly burning. I don't want to spoil, obviously, so, things happened. A bit of relationship progression happened in this. Again, I don't want to spoil. I don't know what would really be considered a spoil in this case, especially for a slow burn, but, I literally just hit myself in the head with that. Oh my goodness. I really can't. Anyway, so yeah, their relationship kind of progresses during this one, but it's not what I wanted. I wanted everybody to acknowledge feelings in this book, and really only one really internally acknowledges feelings for the other one, and then the other one's just stubborn through the whole freaking book, and then by the end of it, you get, like, a prophecy, like, making them, like, star-crossed lovers, and I'm like, gosh dang it. That's bologna and cheese. I didn't want this much. It's a rom-com, dang it. I feel like they should be together by now. But regardless, I think the couple's cute, the banter is fun. It doesn't really have a very fit genre because the fantasy really falls flat. Outside of the fact that there are fantasy elements like dragons and castles and knights and magic, nothing else is really fantasy about this, and the plot is very basic and simplistic, so it's a very easy read. I wouldn't necessarily say a fast read because it's got small print, but it's an easy read. So I give it a 4-star. Essentially, if you liked the first book, you're gonna like this book. But if you didn't like the first book, you're probably not gonna like this one either. And actually the third book's title just got released. It's called Accomplice to the Villain, so I liked it enough that I will probably continue and pick up the next one. So have it that as you will if you're looking for recommendations. And then lastly, I'm still working on it. Oh, I'm so sad. Tangled Up in You. Again, like I said, yesterday I was really tired and busy and didn't feel great, and every time I tried to pick up and read this book, I would get a headache. Not because the book's bad. I am having a ball with this book. It's just that I wasn't feeling great. I was getting an on and off headache. So sadly, I haven't finished it yet. I'm on page 174 out of like 309. I swore this book had like 200, was only like, I'm pretty confident my camera just unfocused. That was just rude. I'm pretty sure, I swear this book, the last time I looked through the back, this book said it was only like 200 something. It was like just shy of 300 pages. But, I was looking at it today, and that is a lie. So, I'm gonna keep reading tonight, obviously. But for the sake of the video, I did not complete it. So this is where I stopped with this book here. I'll put it over here. My current rating right now, right next to it. I'm giving it a 5 as of right now. I am absolutely in love with this. It takes iconic scenes from the Tangled film, but like, doesn't, like, it's not like gonna be a straight rip and repeat, but they're very similar, and they give you the same vibes. Like, again, no spoilers, but if you've seen the Tangled film, when her and Flynn go into the bar with all, like, the burly men, and she, like, gets them all to sing and stuff, well, we have a bar scene in this book, and I was just like, oh my gosh, the whole time. And I've been enjoying watching Tangled, or listening to Tangled on the TV while I read this book. So, yeah, I'm having a blast. I can't wait to read these last little bit. Like I said, I'm going to read some more tonight because it's 5:51 right now. Yeah. And I'm going to bed till like 10. So, I'm definitely going to read some more of these. Or some more of this tonight. And if I don't finish it, I'll finish it tomorrow. And that's okay. I have to edit this video tomorrow on Friday to be ready for you guys on Saturday. But that's okay. That's okay. I've got time to do that. So yeah, if you are a fan of Disney princesses and modern retellings of them, if you're a fan of Disney princesses and modern retellings, check this out. This is so good. So good. I am having a blast. Rin is so fun, and just, she very much incorporates Tangled's Rapunzel so well, and just how bubbly is and happy-go-lucky she is, and how much she wants to just like learn, and how curious she is about everything, and how she drives Fitz up a wall just like Rapunzel drove Flynn up a wall, because she's just asking so many questions, and it's all around, it's good vibes. I 100% would recommend this. Like I said, this is also a 5-star. So yeah, that was me getting through my TBR this week. By the end of the month, I will have this done, and ideally have this done as well. So you'll hear if I have any change thoughts and what my opinion is of this book once I actually finish it, if it changes or anything, and you'll hear about this book in my September wrap-up video next week. So, that was this week. Yeah, lots of good reads, lots of fun. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and that you'll come hang out with me in my library again soon. Please subscribe. Bye!